Alright, today we're going to be doing P1-36 in SOLIDWORKS. I'm going to demonstrate doing this. And I really recommend that in SOLIDWORKS that as you do dimensions, maybe you check them off one by one to make sure that you get all the dimensions on here. And one of the things you have to first decide is, which view, the front view or the side view, the top view, which view should I do first to get kind of the most done. And I'd recommend doing this view right here. So I'm going to call this the front view. And as a beginner, it might be hard to put a glass box around this like we've talked about and to picture all the sides. But this side right here, it would essentially look something like this. So that's kind of how that would look on the front view. And that's how I'm going to start doing this in SOLIDWORKS. So this project doesn't say if it's metric or inches, so that's not really a concern. I'm going to go ahead and sketch from the front view. Hit the space bar, zoom into the front, and I'm going to make sure that this top line is about 30. So I'm going to zoom out with my mouse wheel till it's about 30. And go ahead and dimension this guy right away. So now all my other lines would be in the general scale. So I'm just going to go ahead and sketch this out. Now I need to dimension it. That's 40. And this is 10. We know the top is 25. And this little dotted line right here is really important. So this corner, this little point here is basically 20 up and 20 in. So it's really important you can look at this and visualize it. So in SOLIDWORKS, you can simply just pick that point and then pick the bottom line here, and this could be 20. Oops. It could be 20, and then from this point here to this line here is also going to be 20. Now that error right there, it might not happen to you. The reason it's happening to me is that this little green thing here is called a relation. And when I drew this, I made this line be basically perpendicular. You might not have drawn it that way. But in my case, I need to get rid of this. And so if I click on this line here, and I hold down the Shift key, I can get rid of this relation here. So now it's no longer perpendicular, and now it'll let me dimension. But there's a good chance that that won't even happen to you. It's just the way I drew it. But it's good for you to know about these relations, that sometimes they're very useful and you want them, and sometimes they can, I guess, limit you in dimensioning and designing. So this no longer is perpendicular. Alright, so I want to look at all my dimensions in my handout, and you want to go around and check off these dimensions, make sure that you got everything before you continue. Now I have this sketch here, and I'm going to go ahead and extrude it. And I'm going to extrude this guy to be 50. So there's that. I have one more thing I need to do. I'm going to go ahead and click this face. So I'm going to do a new sketch on that face with the space bar. And I'm going to basically draw a line that goes from this corner somewhere up here to the top. Now I'm going to dimension basically from this point to this point. If you look on your handout, it should be 20. And I'm going to go ahead and make a closed rectangle. So you see my sketch looks like this. Now instead of doing extrude, I'm going to do cut. And on your handout, how far do you cut in? Do you cut in 40? No. Do you cut in 10? No. What you have to do is you have to cut in 40 minus 10. So you're going to cut in, from here you're going to cut in 30. 40 minus 10. So I type in 30. And the drawing is now done. So make a drawing of that, and then you'll be done. Alright, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just let me know.